chase the light. Engines hum and buzzing loud. In the sky we're free, unbowed. Winds in our hair, no chains to bind. With Penzilla and off-axis fine. Clouds beneath us, dreams unfurl. Flying high round and round the world. Take to the sky, yeah we burn. No coming back, no return. Rock and roll under our wings. Feel the freedom here at sea. Eyes on the prize above the trees. Mountains whisper secrets tease. Through the peaks we glide away. Living life, no ground today. Take to the sky, yeah we burn. No coming back, no return. Rock and roll under our wings. Feel the freedom here at sea. Engines roar, echoes in time. City lights look so divine. From up here, no worries found. Only freedom in this sound. Take to the sky, yeah we burn. No coming back, no return. Rock and roll under our wings. Feel the freedom here at sea.
All right, we're here for another awesome Tuesday edition of FPV Your World. Today we've got the famous Ivan, and he's going to be joining us with maybe a couple guests. I've sent out the link to a couple people. Yeah, it's going to be an awesome show. I learned a lot about Betaflight tuning and Arduino and setting up small little wings too. Which is one of the things he's been doing recently, is getting these little foam airplanes to fly with parts. So let's check that out. Let's bring in Mr. Danzilla as always. How you doing, sir?
Hey everybody, I'm all right. Same old, same old. Nothing really exciting to report or let you in on. My life is the exact same as it was last week when we were here. Nothing's changed.
So you haven't
I'm still
got
sitting
any?
in this freaking chair.
You haven't got any flights in?
I got a couple of packs in. I got a couple of packs in one day, just flying in the yard, just real quick. And yeah, that was about it. Today was absolutely gorgeous, and I woke up this morning expecting to fly all afternoon because I had a pretty clear slate from work. But I woke up to one of my clients who had been texting me frantically at 6 a.m. because he's got some big emergency with a photograph that needs to be taken care of. So he needs it rush. So
Of course.
yeah, that ruined my day. It never fails. I get my hopes up, and then yeah, I should just pretend like it's never going to happen, and then sneak up on the fun instead of plan for it. So
Damn. Well, you still have lots of time because the deadline for the World Long Range Challenge series, which is coming up,
oh yeah,
is the 27th
that
of
is,
May. So
dude.
you've got some time.
That's worrying me, man. That's the more I think about it. This is a hard challenge. This is a challenging challenge. Like especially if you're me. Like I'm trying to think of what I have around here that I have a good like 1 kilometer line of sight that I can interact with. You know what I mean? Like I can fly high and far away from me, like anybody can.
Right.
But to fly low a kilometer away and fly around something, I'm like, maybe I'm not creative enough, but I'm sort of struggling to find something. I do have an idea though. It's pretty basic, but I think it will fit the bill. So yeah, today was going to be sort of a half test. I was going to, sort of fly my freestyle drone sort of halfway, just to see if the line was good.
Yep.
You know what I mean? But
totally.
yeah, before I sent the 7-inch over the hill where I couldn't see it anymore.
Right.
So yeah, it's not too bad. It's a pretty recoverable route, so I'm not worried about that. It's just it's difficult to find something that's where I am because it's all forest. I don't have open fields or wide open vistas anywhere. It's low hills and forests.
Wasn't there a video
you get
you
on
did?
top of a hill? It's still covered with trees.
Wasn't there a video you did with like some kind of tower in the distance that you could go through? Maybe that's proximity.
Yeah, there's like it's like what do they call it? A forest fire lookout ranger tower kind of thing.
Right.
It's not used for that anymore. It's just kind of a tourist attraction. People can go up and it's like a lookout.
Right.
So yeah, I can do that. I can do that, but I don't know if I want to fly through the metal structure on that tower. Like the legs.
Yeah,
sure.
why not?
That's what scares me about that one. I'm like, yeah, and there's a cell tower on it too, but it didn't bother me last time I was up there, so I don't know.
Yeah,
that's
I'm
what
kind of
scared me the most
struggling.
was that cell tower, and I went around it with the 03, and it didn't even drop megabits or anything. Like I guess DJs figured out something, but yeah, I was like 5 feet away from a cell tower. Maybe it's a different frequency or something. I don't know my science that well, but I assumed it would be problematic, and it wasn't. So
yeah, heck yeah.
Maybe it's not a cell tower. Maybe I just don't know my towers, but it's got antennas.
Falconet also says, I bet this LR proxy challenge is going to have some.
That's what we're just talking about.
Yeah. It's going to be awesome
for sure.
I know Falcon Rat already has.
I think I'm like, the more I think about it, the more worried I get. Oh yeah. Yeah, it's worrisome.
It's definitely worth it.
because I was like, I could easily fly across my lake and like fly around somebody else's boathouse, but if I crash, I'm going in the lake. You know, that's my other. I could easily do a kilometer over the lake.
Mm-hmm. Totally.
Maybe I just need to get a friend out there with a boat. Oh, that's what I need to do. Yeah.
A boat and just put his
Maybe my
hands up
neighbor
as a
go in his
circle.
boat
And fly through
and,
a
like,
circle.
Power loop the frame on his boat or something.
Great. Well, I think that's going to be fun.
I don't think I want to fly my 7-inch through somebody's arms.
Do it.
I flew that about 3 feet behind my head one day. I was sitting on the dock and I went 100 kilometers an hour behind my head, and that was scary. 100 kilometers an hour behind my head, like 3 feet away. It was like, whoa, okay. Yeah, that's a little closer. You can feel the wind.
Oh man,
because that thing hauls ass, man. I think I have the camera angle too high. I need to lower the camera angle on that anyways, because it's just like 90 kilometers an hour all the time.
What do you have it set at? Do you know what the camera angle is?
Oh, I think it's at 20. It's at 25, I think.
Oh wow.
So yeah,
it's pretty decent though. I mean,
I usually, yeah.
That's
just because it's such a powerful rig, it just doesn't need to be that high.
No, that's a freestyle angle.
No, what do I know? That's why I did it, because I just did it what I'm used to, and now I'm like, yeah, this one definitely needs a lower angle.
Yeah.
Just because it's nice smooth cruise, and it helps the efficiency too, right? So.
No, 100%. I couldn't even tell you what mine is technically. I just kind of set it by eyeball.
Sure.
Less than 20, definitely.
I just designed my own TPU mounts now. I just designed my own TPU mounts with the holes at whatever degree I want it at. So, I always had my camera shifting in those adjustable ones, and it's like, and then I just make it permanent.
Yeah, permanent and solid is way better than adjustable all the time. But cinematic, you're not really moving too much, so it's not too bad. What's up, everybody?
Once you've decided on your up top. Hey guys, Shelby Bowles here too.
Yeah, everybody's coming on in. Good to see you, everybody. So yeah.
Johnny
anyway, we don't want to leave him sitting back there too long. He might get bored or something. Let's bring him on in here, Mr.
He's drinking all the drinks in the green room.
Yeah, I can. That's my superpower. Randomly appear at some random live streams. That's
Nice. That's a pretty good superpower, actually.
The audio fixed. Yep. Ooh. Audio good. 1, 2, 3.
Yes, it's back.
Yeah, there we go.
All right. Well, again.
So how's things down there in Houston?
Hi, everyone. Happy to be here. It's getting hotter. It's getting hotter and hotter, but we're still flying. And we're planning to fly through the whole summer under whatever 110 degrees in the crazy humidity, but we're still going to fly.
All right. Yeah. So you do a lot of racing, right? I'm guessing.
Sticky.
Like, I don't go do any racing and stuff like that. But is that primarily what you do, racing?
Well, for the last year, I primarily fly RC planes and FPV planes, trying to learn line of sight for the FPV planes. But that's correct. I'm still consider myself as a drone racer. Yeah, we just finished like a street league event here in Houston. There was like 28 people, I think. And of course, I'm going to Malta GP International Open. That's in a month from now. And then most likely West Coast Throwdown, where you should go, actually. It's close to you.
Yeah.
It's in Oregon.
I've always been thinking about doing the West Coast Throwdown. Yeah, right across the border. It would be amazing. Yeah, there's issues with border federal stuff that we don't have to get into. But yeah, unfortunately, getting across the border is harder. And with things going on, not going to be too obvious.
He's known to authorities.
Known to, yeah.
Marcel is known to authorities.
Okay, so it was literally,
Uh,
it was weed, but it was less than a gram, and I had to appear in court, and I just skipped a bail, I
Oh,
skipped court, and I was just like, fuck that, and never went back to the United States. So yeah,
oh,
uh,
it's pretty petty.
oh, oh, yeah, but yeah.
well, you gotta
Hopefully.
get this
How long till they
situated and
forget
then
about
come
you,
to
though?
MotoGP.io.
That'd be badass.
Yeah, exactly.
Badass.
Yeah.
So you are
Your
living in
checkered
Texas. Have
past.
you always lived in Texas in the United States when you moved out here, or?
Yes, I moved here 8 years ago, and yeah, Houston, just settled down here, and yeah, since then, and racing here, flying here, and working here in Houston.
Awesome.
Yeah,
Wow.
Houston been treating me pretty well. I like it here,
That's good. That's good.
except humidity and hot.
So you said you've been living
Yeah, I
there for
can
8
imagine that.
years, but you've been flying, I guess, for what, like 11 years, right, or so? Roughly.
I think so. Yeah, somewhere around that. Yeah, yeah. I started from big drones with a camera underneath, like whatever, 15-inch drones with a gimbal. You know, back in the days that was a thing. And then I found drone racing, the small, like less pain in the ass, and I was like, damn, that's fun, and just hooked up since then.
So, like 11 years ago, there wasn't really much for FPV, or was there? Like, were you doing that line of sight with those drones?
Yes, basically, like my first drone I built, it was autopilot drone, I think 10-inch, and that was also fun. I was doing quote unquote long range without FPV. So basically, you can set up autopilot, and probably enough the same. You can set it into loiter, so it kind of have to hold itself with GPS.
Yep.
And then you just full throttle, and then it climbs up at a certain rate until you cannot see it anymore, right? It was way before all the rules, kicked in. So you just full throttle, and then it flies until you cannot see it. You cannot see it. You still full throttle, right? And then you do it on the clock. So you do full throttle for 5 minutes, and then you do low throttle for 5 minutes, and then you look where it landed, like, oh, where was that? Like, and then yeah, and basically that drone, yes.
This is crazy.
And then you check.
So yeah, you would obviously measure your altitude. What was your record?
Yeah, so you land, and then you check black box, and then you check black box how high you were, and mine was like 1 mile, so it wasn't very spectacular by these days, you know. But back in that days, 1 mile up was very high, you know. Yeah, and you attach like a GoPro 1 to it, right? So you like take pictures from there, and
That's crazy.
yeah.
So this is what kind of started headless mode, right? Is that the same kind of thing? Or am I using the wrong term?
Well, you mean the video?
Yeah. Or no, the control. Like headless mode. Right?
No, the control it was like just a loiter.
Oh, okay.
So basically, you don't touch roll or pitch at all. You don't touch yaw. You just full throttle, right? And then and then it's supposed to hold itself, but up there the wind is so strong, it still pushes it like whatever, you know, like 500 feet away. And then when you land, you don't know where exactly you're gonna land. You just you're like, all right, it's been 5 minutes low throttle. It should appear somewhere right now. And then you start looking around, like, where is that? And it's like, oh, it's right there. And then you like bring it back. Yeah.
As long as your GPS is working.
Yeah, I mean, that's basically the thing, because I also didn't have telemetry. You could set up telemetry, but I didn't have telemetry. So you don't see the drone. You don't even know if it still flies. You just like a dumbass keep holding full throttle with a clock. And yeah, just hoping for the best.
Wow. That's crazy. So earlier you were saying that you
need a smoke bomb on it, so you can.
Your regular job, your full-time job is you're a software developer. Is that correct? Is that what you're saying?
Yes, that's correct. Yeah, full-time job.
So that's why you got into Arduino
Sounds boring.
and all that stuff. Like that's how you got into FPV. Was more or less like the Arduino side of it. Or did you see someone flying a drone?
Not really. I saw some videos online. I don't remember what exactly. It was not the video with a famous flying in the woods by French guy. I saw some other video, and then I'm like, yeah, I want to try to do that. But yeah, basically, like maybe it's too long of a story, but
No, go ahead.
basically, like I was software developer for a long time already when I started flying drones, but I was also like a classic software developer that plays Minecraft. I was enjoying like programming in Minecraft. There you can like build your own like computer and program. And then I did like a own GPS system within Minecraft, so my robots knew where they are. And then I'm like, I'm wasting my time. I can do that in real life. And then I just start building drones.
Okay.
Sorry, I gotta check on my kids. There is some drama happening. I'll be back in a minute.
No problem. No problem.
Oh, no worries, brother. Do it. That's funny. Hey, Wallbanger's here too.
Yeah, welcome.
That
in,
Wallbanger
everybody.
guy, I tell you.
Heck yeah.
Wallbanger.
Good to see
Joe
everybody.
Fotoleu's here. Captain Calgary.
Heck yeah.
Skydozer.
Joe Fotoleu
Cool
says
cat.
he's over in that
I think
area.
Joe Fotoleu is, and he's in.
Yeah,
Yeah, he's in Houston too.
right on.
Houston.
You guys should connect.
Houston.
All-star crowd tonight. Captain Calgary is here. Makes it an all-star for
Mm.
sure. Thanks for coming in, guys. We got a bunch of
That's
videos
right.
lined up afterwards as well. So if you guys have any questions, drop it in the chat. Ask them where Houston.
There you go, I'm
Houston
back.
Flies. Joe Fotoleu lives in the same area, maybe. He says he's
Spring.
in Spring North Side. Cool.
Oh yeah, I live in Spring.
Hmm.
I literally live in Spring. I just moved, as you
What?
can see. I still have all the boxes in my room. Like that's I just moved and I moved to Spring. So
I've lived here for several years, and mine looks the same.
That's funny.
but yeah, check it out. Who was that asking? Someone asking in the chat.
Yeah, Joe Fotoleu. He's an awesome pilot.
Mm.
He's part of the Quad Mafia crew with
And he lives in
guys.
Spring.
Spring, yeah, Spring North Side.
Yeah, you gotta, find us. We're flying at Sparks RC. This is like a cool club where they allow us to fly drones and RC planes. They have like a little area for us, cleared area to race and freestyle drones. And yeah, they've been pretty welcoming. Of course, it's not free. It's like $150 a year, but it's own club with your own there's a power, there's a restaurant, there's like a water fountain, there's a shed, there's a roof.
That's worth
And
it.
yeah,
That's
you
worth
gotta
it.
It's like
find us out.
it's like $10 a month, man. That's totally worth it to have a dedicated spot like that.
Exactly, yeah.
For sure.
Maybe
There you go,
$11
guys.
a month.
Connect. It's gonna be awesome if you do. I'm sure.
12.
Let's see. We got something here from.
Mhm.
So this is what you were talking about earlier, is the West Coast Throwdown. This video is pretty awesome. This one comes from your other channel, I believe.
That's pretty.
Random Lemon, which is a really fun channel. I'm glad you started. Let's check this video out. It's pretty cool. So this is with a wing, right? A small wing, or is this?
Yeah,
like
this is Atom RC Penguin with the dual motors.
Okay.
It doesn't have rudder, but it has a little bit of yaw because of differential thrust, and it runs Betaflight.
Fuck yeah.
Very cool.
Yeah, West Coast Throwdown is a very basically you race and you freestyle. It's also a freestyle competition in the spot like this. And yeah, you can literally fly there, and it's 100% legal. And you're also camping in the area like this. It's like the area surrounded by basically this river, and you see all these people. That's where they are camping.
Nice.
But by when I filmed this video, pretty much everyone left already because it's Sunday afternoon. But yeah, this is usually the whole park is packed by drone racers and drone freestylers. And they're partying in the night, of course, and flying and competing during the day, or keep partying. It's all up to you.
Yeah. That's wicked.
It's a cool spot, man. That's a pretty cool spot. with those patchy hillsides and down along the river. It's pretty cool, man.
Yeah, and you can do like whatever the float is on the water, where like people put their asses on the floaties and like basically swim around this little park.
Nice.
Yeah, it's a very nice place. I'm looking for.
Nice.
I hope I can make it. I already bought tickets, but I'm still like 98% sure, but not 100% sure.
When is it again? In August?
There's always that doubt, yeah.
No, this is in June, at the end of the June. I forgot the exact dates.
Oh, okay.
Mm.
Hell yeah. Nice inverted flying. I just recently started pushing it with 3D on drones, so it's a lot of fun.
Oh, do you use like a special props for that?
Special prototype props that Zoe sent me, actually.
There you go.
3.5 inch and 5 inch. I think they're Gem Fan ones are going to be coming out in the future. I hope. I'm starting to run out. Hell yeah. I have a few wings too, but I have not flown them like this yet.
Yeah, wings are fun. I did this trip, and I also so this is quote unquote my long range plane, although it's not true long range, but I took it with me to this vacation, and yeah, I had a blast flying this plane instead of like a long range quad. That was very nice.
Very cool. Heck yeah. This is it right here.
Yeah, this is it. This is this plane. See, it has 2
The
motors,
skills this man has.
and
That's what you can do. Yeah.
This is wild. Being able to do this in tight area like this is pretty mind-blowing.
it takes a little
For
bit
those
of skill,
interested, I
but
just put the dates for
mostly.
West Coast Throwdown in the chat.
Thank you.
Oh yes, thank you. Yeah. So to fly like this, it's a little bit of skill. Like I'm not very skilled wing or plane pilot, but this is mainly, it's kind of easy to do because of the software, because of the Betaflight installed on that. It kind of almost doing whatever you tell it to do. It's
auto trimming it basically.
He's been struggling on the left.
It's kind of auto trimming. It knows how fast you go. It knows, because if you go fast, you need a little bit of control surface deflection. If you go slow, you need all of them. So it adjusts it all for you, so that your stick feel is consistent no matter what speed you're flying.
Right.
And yeah, I definitely would not be able to do this like without the flight controller.
No doubt.
But
No doubt.
yeah, with a flight controller, that's possible. But like, there's certainly people that would do that without flight controller.
Like Shelby
Like
Ball.
a true RC plane guys. Yeah, like they would be able to do that.
Yeah.
Yeah, Shelby Ball. He's probably shaking his head at you right now.
You're
Right,
doing it
flight
with the beer
controllers.
in his hand.
Yeah, yeah,
And you'll see not the frame.
that was on purpose, right?
Yeah, totally.
Yeah.
Yeah, well,
Shelby
that's the
Ball's
beauty of
all
our
judgy like
hobby.
that.
That there's always someone. There's always someone better than you, and that's fine.
Yeah, exactly.
100%.
Oh
it's
yeah,
cool
for
you
sure.
did
I
this.
love seeing it.
It's really
I
cool
know
you
I'm
do
not
this
going to be the
because
greatest
now I
pilot
have
ever. I'm okay with it.
It's people like this that actually like
Yeah.
push the people who have no idea to get out and fly some of these little
Good
things.
job.
It's pretty
Yeah,
crazy.
Success.
Very dope.
that was not honest, good job.
I need to do this. I need to do this with one of these little guys.
Playing in the woods.
Yeah.
I need to do it. Is this just the foamy plane from a dollar store foamy?
The next other
yeah.
video he has is
Yeah, well,
need
this
one.
white plane
I
that I
need
was
one.
flying in the woods, that's also just a foamy.
yeah, it
Yeah.
is technically, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, there was about a month ago.
It's
or
like-
so.
Speaking of which, anybody in Canada selling analog goggles? Anybody in Canada? Fat Sharks?
You can get the what are they? The Scouts right now, I think you can get.
Want some eat?
There's not a lot.
Somebody get
People are
some
not making a
HDO
lot of
2s or
analog
3s.
goggles anymore. It's not like a thing, I don't think. Like there are people, but
Yeah, I know. I think I waited too long. It's not as easy.
Now you,
I'm sure there's always somebody selling them and getting out of the hobby, so I'll find something.
yeah. But I would rather buy new stuff because
Scotty's got a
anything
pair.
that's used right now from
would
analog is
too.
going to be really beat up and used really heavily. If you buy something new, that's
Yeah,
kind
exactly.
Of like,
That's what I'm worried.
yeah. Look at Rotor Village. They've got
Yeah.
a couple options.
Oh, I'd love to find. They don't have any analogs. No, nobody in Canada has analogs in stock.
I think he has Omways. I think Rotor Village has Omways.
Yeah, you might have the box goggles.
No,
But come on now.
No,
Come
those
on
are
now.
box.
I'm too fancy for that.
They're not box
I'm too
goggles.
fancy for that. I need fancy.
They're not box goggles. Fucking listen.
I
to
like
me.
the finer things in life.
There you go.
Why do you think I fly DJI goggles?
Okay, sorry, Sky. I'm talking about Sky Zone. Sky Zone 040 Pro. They have those. Oh no, wait.
I don't know much about the Sky Zones. Everybody always says Fat Sharks. Get the Fat Shark HDO 2s or 3s. So that's what I've been looking for. But every time I see Sky Zone, I wonder, like, are they good? Are they bad?
I mean,
What's the consensus?
they're better than Yashin, and they're less as good as
$700. Holy shit!
That's Canadian. Yeah.
Maybe I don't want. Yeah, maybe I don't want analog goggles just that bad.
I mean, your other option is to go like these big, huge box goggles, or you can get these, the transporter box goggles, Sky Zone Cobra box goggle. That's really it, bro. Everything else.
Oh, I don't want to look like a nerd. Jeez.
You already look like a nerd with those DJI goggles. Ivan, what goggles?
All the forest creatures, around me will judge me.
What systems do you use, Ivan?
Nobody ever sees me when I fly, so what does it matter? I'll find them. It'll happen.
What system do you use?
So yeah, what's up? Yeah, what are you running, Mr. Limon?
I see someone in the chat saying that who was that? The Skyzone 04 are the best analog goggles. I 100% agree with that. I had my Skyzone 04 for analog, and I sold them, and I still regret that I sold them. They're really good for analog. There's like Skyzone 04, Skyzone 04X like V2, and but they're both very good. Like that's crazy. Yeah. But yeah, I've been flying, mostly I've been flying on the planes, either line of sight or DJI. For racing, I fly analog, and a little bit of HD0 for racing also. I have 2 spec quads, pro spec quads on HD0, but most of them are analog.
Right.
Yeah, so I can enjoy everything except walk snail. I've never tried walk snail in my life.
Yeah, I've never. I don't know if I want to. I'm pretty happy with HD0 and analog right now. Affordability and
yeah.
Unless you got a buddy, it's expensive to get into all the systems. You know what I mean? You kind of got to make a choice and run with it because, you know, for us in Canada, anyways, like if I want to switch systems, it's like $1,000 just to break into another system with the good goggles, you know, and a couple of VTXs. You're like, ooh wee.
yeah.
That's not cheap to try something new out, you know. It'd be way better if you had a friend nearby that you could borrow or take his quad for a flight to see if you like him, you know.
When you're busy and having racing and events like you do and meetups with all the people, it's kind of nice. You can check stuff out. Like I was telling a lot of local guys here, it's go and meet up and do events. Go hang in with people. That's the way you get to test things, hold things, wear things to see if you want to actually get them or not. Because not everybody's comfortable.
Yeah, and yeah, this is what like the part of the fun for me is the community, people that you meet locally, people that you meet when you travel to do some racing. Yeah, that's great. I literally spend my vacations for traveling and racing and meeting different people. I can enjoy it. And like I'm not like a top racer. Like if I go to MotoGP IO, no way I can win. No way I can even podium or anything. I probably can be maybe top 50, but you know, nobody cares. You go there for fun. And
that's how you get it.
Yeah.
for sure.
That's a good way to do it.
Yeah, I started longboard racing back in the days, and I was always kind of in the racing mindset, but I was never like top 10 or whatever, but you always still go and keep pushing and having fun, and you're part of the community, so you're also like chipping in to like make sure the event's going well, because you need everybody. It's the same thing.
Yeah.
Good mentality.
Yeah, exactly. Like you just like kind of help each other and everyone having fun. Yeah, this is why I'm still in this hobby is because of the people. Yeah.
Okay.
Like I don't have anybody near me that flies like locally at all. I'm by myself out here, and I wouldn't be in this hobby or still in the hobby. I would have quit a long time ago if it wasn't for all the help that is so readily available. Everybody's so like generous with their time and their knowledge. It's amazing. Yeah. It really it's the reason I still fly. I didn't give up and throw everything against the wall in a fit of rage.
So we always go back and try to find your first FPV flight. So this is one of your first ones from way back 11 years ago.
Definitely. I was like, where are you finding all that? Like
a deep dive.
Just sort by newest. Wow.
So
yeah, this is definitely one of the first FPV flights.
Do you know which drone this was, or I know there was a lot of old.
Yes, this was again autopilot. The frame is made from like aluminum little pieces with you bend them a little bit so that they form a leg, and there is at the top of the drone there is like a food container that has all the electronics, and you like screw it on to protect it from the from the moisture. So like a bunch of wires hanging all over the place, and then
That's awesome. That's super awesome.
Where is this? What part of the world is this in?
Yeah, this is near St. Petersburg, Russia.
Very cool.
And this is where I lived before I moved to United States. Yeah.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Was there a community out there?
Now
there's they're flying FPV right now, or back then?
Yeah. When I started racing, I met a cool crew. Also, we're still keeping in touch with each other, and they're great guys. They're doing drone racing. There were some drone racing events. I enjoyed going to them too. Yeah, but this particular place, you cannot fly anymore there because they enforce the rules, because apparently the commercial airliners are flying right above here. And back in the days, there were no rules about that. But now it's just, you cannot do that anymore because that'd be just dumb. I was just dumb. You fly, there's no rules. You see airplane and they're like, oh yeah, I'll fly like a little bit further away from it, right? And that's like...
That's awesome. Very cool. Very cool. So you've also been working on...
Hey, Donnie's here.
What?
Yeah, go ahead.
What were you saying, Dan?
Oh, I said Donnie's here. I said Donnie's here.
Ooh.
I was just saying hi.
Donnie with the $5. Thank you, sir. I appreciate you, brother. You're also, I've seen a video of you playing around with the motion controller. Is that correct? Like you were getting a drone to fly with the motion controller, or a wing to fly with the motion controller?
Yes, basically it was, I think I also have a video, I don't remember, I think I do, where you take the remote control from Radio Master for the RC cars, and then you can put Betaflight flight controller on top of that, and that will work together as a motion controller. And then because this Radio Master RC car radio, it's Express LRS, so you can literally bind it to your drone or plane and just fly it like this. And that's a little counterintuitive, but it's fun. Yeah.
Joe Fotoleo, thank you, sir.
So you're using the flight controller as the gyro for the motion controller.
Basically, yes. Cool. Yes. Because you can also buy, like this. You can see there's flight controller on it.
Mm-hmm.
And you can buy
That's
buy
hilarious.
now a motion controller for this radio, but it has only 2 axes, so it's only roll and pitch. There is no yaw. But if you put flight controller, you will have also
Right.
yaw, and you can fly drone. And that's why, like, yeah, like actually flying tiny whoop like this is very fun.
That's very cool.
Interesting. You
Thank
should
you,
next time you should make one on one of those Nintendo Power Gloves. Remember those gloves from back in the day?
Oh yeah,
That'd be awesome. You could
yeah.
be.
It's
That
like
actually would be.
a little flight controller on every finger.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah.
Yeah, because you would have to have, I guess, basically a gyro and an accelerometer on every finger. Otherwise,
Yeah.
Yeah.
huh.
That's madness.
Very cool. Yeah, I've definitely been interested in doing something like that. So, guys, I linked the video in the chat. So check out his video, and yeah, you can do it yourself. Very, very cool. All right.
Easy peasy lemon squeezy.
Yeah, it's actually very easy to do. It's very easy to do.
Makes me wonder what other things you can stick a flight controller onto and use as an input.
Yeah. Well, basically, it's like a head tracker. You can also put it like on your goggles if your goggles don't have head tracker. It's gonna be the same.
Yeah, exactly. That's fun.
Very cool.
Interesting.
Very cool. The other thing was, so you're obviously a Betaflight developer, right? So how long have you been doing that?
Oh yeah.
I think 3 years, 3 years or 4 years by now. Yeah, I've been doing it on and off, like half-year break, and then I do something, and then again half-year break. But yeah, I think 4 years total.
Very
Yeah,
cool.
it's been also a fun journey. Like
Hats off to you guys, man.
Yeah, like, but the Betaflight crew,
I hate the saying, but
they're just kicking asses.
Yeah.
yeah, hats off to you guys, man. Like, thank you for your service. I know that's cheesy and cliche, but you guys are a big, like a massive foundation of this hobby. You know what I mean? Like, if it wasn't for Betaflight and the advancements that they've made, we would be nowhere. You know what I mean? Like, what else? I know there's other systems out there, but like 99% of the quads we fly are Betaflight. You know, they do so much. That's a freaking wild program.
Mm-hmm.
Think about it. That ain't. I'm not a developer or anything, but to create that and make that and maintain that is just mind-bogglingly cool. They are definitely a
Betaflight
treasure.
crew.
Good job,
Betaflight
brother.
crew. Like, I'm not like I thank you, but I don't consider myself as like a real Betaflight developer, although I'm in the team. But some of the guys in the team, they work way more than I do, basically on the daily basis. And yeah, it's a tough journey for everyone who is doing that, but it's also fun, that's for sure. Yeah, and like one of the biggest deals, one of the biggest things that like we have to deal with is a bunch of different hardware, right? Because every Chinese manufacturer can do their own flight controller with different chips, with different components on it, with different hardware, and Betaflight kind of supports it all.
Yeah, that's mind-boggling.
And that's a kind of a big challenge. Yeah.
Dope.
Oh.
Lots of changes all
Yeah,
the
it's
time.
got to be complicated, man. Like, when I start getting into looking at GitHub, my brain just like melts. It blows my mind. I'm like, I don't know what the hell this means. It's not my world at all. I'm glad you guys have a grasp on it. I'll just go and download what I need and say thank you.
Right. Yeah, that and like even just like PID tuning and like all the lines of code and all like the graphs.
Oh yeah, I'm not
like still.
Nope.
And I've been doing this.
That's
for
why I
8
have Brandon
years,
Beans, man.
Like,
that's why I have Brandon Beans.
Yeah.
I don't care about tuning. I just call it Brandon Beans. email him my black box.
Yeah, he's also a good help for sure.
So, yeah.
100%. He's been helping us out on the
Oh yeah,
FPV World
I love that
for
guy.
years now. So
Yeah.
Joe Leo says, "Do you fly in any other spots? Any other spots other than Sparks RC?"
Last time, basically no. I would say the whole year is just Sparks RC. We do occasional events at Magnolia. It's like down, like more to the north from Spring. But it's been more than a year since last time we did it. Sometimes we do fly at Night Spot. We call it Night Spot. It's in the downtown. But lately we're doing it only on special occasions. Like if someone comes out of town, then we like set it up an event there for him and meet together. Yeah, basically it's just Sparks RC.
Cool. Yeah, we've got a lot of cool spots all over the city, and sometimes I prefer not to go back to the same spot. But if we have a spot like that, that's not even really a spot. That's like that's literally just like an actual location. Like it's not even, to me, that's more of like home base, even, right? It's like,
yeah, basically, yeah.
It's awesome. I wish.
Yeah, and also, you know, in Texas, in Texas, you know, do you have any mountains where you live?
Oh yeah.
So we don't have that, right? I would love to have mountains here, but the Texas is flat. You can fly long range, but what for, right? There's nothing to dive unless you go dive some buildings, right? That's I don't know if it's legal or not even, but yeah, I wish we had mountains, but we just freestyle around trees. That's how we do it in Texas.
Right.
Trees are very tall though, but because everything is big in Texas. Probably not as tall as in Canada though.
There you go. Well, once you go to the West Coast Throwdown, just keep on driving north and come on up here, and we'll show you some long range mountain surfing. I fly with Falcon Rat FPV.
If you go down to
people, or rippers.
If you go down to Southwest Texas, though, they got a lot of. Don't they have like a lot of buttes and smaller mountains there? Isn't there like the Sierra Madres or something like that down there? Isn't that
yeah, like you there's like a big bang. Yeah, there's like a park, but it's like 10 hours drive from Houston, right? You can drive. You can drive 4 hours to like Austin area and San Antonio, and there will be some little hills, but not really mountains. It's just like yeah.
Hi, Beauregard. Hey, everybody in chat.
Fun.
Thanks for joining us. Appreciate y'all. Bob Carnes. Good to see you a long time. We're going to...
I got no mountains.
Joe said that there's
I'm jealous of...
Joe said that there's a hill county near Austin. Yeah, that's what I was talking about. But again, it's not like a real long-range mountains where cliffs you can like dive. That's what I really enjoy. Like I go to Oregon or like California. Yeah, this is very fun there. Where like you have whatever half-mile cliff and you just dive it. Like that's awesome.
Yeah, no doubt.
Join us in BC in July. There's going to be some happenings in July in British Columbia.
Yeah, the first weekend of
Come
July,
up to Canada.
Second weekend of July, mountain surfing, a long range trip.
Oh damn, that sounds
Some
fun.
snow-capped mountains. Oh, it'll be right after West Coast Throwdown, so you could like go from West Coast Throwdown up to BC. Well, that's a week after, I guess, or 2 weeks.
Yeah.
Ooh, what's that place?
So this is a cool spot. I don't know if you have much bandos or bando opportunities where you're at, but this one is something Shelby Vole and the crew found recently. This place is pretty effing epic. If you ask me. Let's throw up a little bit of news.
Oh my goodness! Does it have a cool name?
I
always feel like bandos have to have cool names.
Shelby Vole's in the chat. He'll be able to tell us the name. I know there is a name for it, but I can't remember. Freedom.
Good tune.
See you.
Good tune, Wallbanger.
Damn, that's really dope spot.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And of course,
It's like
Shelby
made
Vole
for
was fun.
it looks like a sim level.
The crew castle. Hey, Wallbanger. This sick video, buddy. The crew castle. Nice.
Is that a ping pong table in the middle too? Jesus, it's got all the amenities.
Yeah, backwards through it.
Ba-da-da-da. Oh, nice. Yeah, exactly. Well, very great tune. Queen of my vaccine. See where I go.
Shuey says no bandos here in Texas. Abandoned buildings, turn off all the Dollar Generals. Turned out to be all the Dollar Generals. That's funny.
Yeah.
There's another one. So
No, I know some people hitting bandos
Who's
here.
that?
I just don't go there, but
Yeah, this is crazy. I don't get this many opportunities for bandos.
Yeah.
Beauregard says apparently needs a real ID to travel. Yep. I guess see if I have this map.
Yeah, what is that? I saw ads for that in the States. Real ID? What is that? Just a passport? Is that what you mean?
No, he's joking around. He's saying out of this.
Or is it like... Oh, no, there is a thing in the States called Real ID. I saw it advertised.
Oh, really?
Hi, little Limon.
Do I know?
Yeah, I saw an advertisement for something on one of the American TV stations. You need Real ID. Yeah, I don't think I remember hearing a shocking statistic about how many Americans had passports or didn't have passports.
No passports.
It's
Yeah.
crazy.
You know, I don't think I've ever had a passport in my life either. So, how many times
should
have you
get
been
one.
to the United States?
Me?
Yeah.
I've been a couple of times, 3-4 times, 3 or 4 times, I guess. Not too many. Maybe a few more than that. Yeah.
So all the times I went to the United States, I was way younger, and I didn't need a passport at the time. We only needed like a advanced driver's license, I think it was, or something silly we had back then.
Yeah. Everything's gone downhill.
Wallbanger says he doesn't have a passport.
But yeah, I did get my passport this year.
Double A.
yeah, I
says-
think a lot of people here don't have
I got one
passports
this year
like,
because
if you don't travel. If you don't travel like to a different country, you don't. I understand you don't need passport here. So everything is driver license.
Yeah. Yeah, you only need to jump the border.
I've decided I want to save up to go somewhere warm. Somewhere, you know, just for fun. I was looking at Tenerife the other day in the Canary Islands, man. Really cool, like volcanic islands. We were doing a good mountain dive with the drone out over the ocean. Looks pretty cool. I was daydreaming about going somewhere cool, somewhere awesome. But I'd be going by myself. So if anybody wants to go, and catch some rays and drink some coconut drinks and
Let's go.
fly a drone down a volcano,
That would be the ultimate FPV
hit me
trip,
up.
wouldn't it?
Yeah.
Is that where you're saying
All
your
inclusive.
ultimate trip is?
I don't know if it's my ultimate trip. I was just like, I like wandering around on Google Maps or in Google Earth and looking at cool places in the world. And lately I've been thinking about places with coconut trees and drinks by the pool, you know, or on
It's because you
on
have
the
shitty
beach.
weather over there.
I was like, well, how could I combine? Yeah, it's like, how could I combine a nice, you know, fun place to fly and a beach, you know, all inclusive. So my hunt is on for finding a nice drone-friendly, tropical, all inclusive, reasonably expensive destination.
Johnny Pipe
just-
says freestyle is just racing where you don't know the track,
Yeah.
and this is correct. I agree.
Yeah, no, that's a very good quote. That's a very good quote, and also good to see you, Johnny.
Yeah. Yeah, man.
Johnny
Yeah,
just
Costa
doesn't know
Rica
how to
looks nice, though.
freestyle. That's why he told you.
Well, I don't know how to race, so it makes sense.
Yeah, I know. I've tried a few times to race in the sim, and I can't keep track of the course. Oh, I'm supposed to turn right. Oh, I'm supposed to turn left.
Yeah.
No, I'm supposed to go up. Oh, whatever. I'm just gonna power loop it for fun.
Yeah. What's your dream location to fly or to travel to? If you had one choice.
Probably Greenland to fly there.
Ooh, that's a good
Ooh,
choice.
that's a good one too. That would be nice. Yeah.
Yeah, because they
Hmm.
have some really cool
But no.
stuff.
Mountains and like glaciers as well too.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Exactly. Glaciers.
like
would be awesome,
glaciers
yeah.
and stuff.
Hmm. Iceland would be really cool.
And also
but everybody
volcanoes,
loves
right? They
Iceland,
have
don't
volcanoes also.
Yep.
Yeah.
That'd be really cool. I've been dying and want to go to New Zealand. Like, I think they would have a really nice temperature, climate,
Oh
like,
man.
mountains.
Oh yeah.
meadows.
Yeah, New Zealand is very nice. It's just not as exotic as Greenland, I feel like. I don't know.
Word.
Hmm. You know, what'd be awesome. Go rip Hobbiton. You know the Lord of the Rings set.
Yeah.
That'd be
yeah.
amazing. Oh man, I'd be all over that.
Yeah, we need these mountains that
That'd
they
be
made in
so cool.
CGI. We just need to fly them.
Oh, Andrew Taylor's
Yeah,
in chat.
exactly.
He says he's in New Zealand. It's not easy to fly here. Yeah. I bet you couldn't do the long range stuff.
Yeah,
that
well,
you've done.
we know. What's his name?
H&R drone racing.
No, the other guy, the old guy with the bald head. He's
Oh,
from down there. He looks nothing but
Bruce.
fast.
Yeah, Bruce.
Yeah, what's his name? Bruce. I am totally drawing a blank on his YouTube handle. Has an X in it, doesn't it?
X-Jet. Yeah.
Who am I thinking of?
X-Jet.
X-Jet, that's his name. Jesus. I'm like, yeah, Bruce, that guy. Yeah, he's had some hassle.
Yeah. I keep forgetting he's in New Zealand.
Well, who is this that does this? Who that always does their videos like this with the song at the
This
beginning?
is
It's a brilliant way to do it.
Unlimited Vertical. Thanks for reminding me.
Yeah. It's a really good way to do it. Wow.
Hell yeah. So you started off with big stuff. You've obviously flown wings. Is there a certain drone, if you could only have one drone of one size, what size the drone would it be? Would it
Oh,
be a
yeah.
5-inch? Would it be a 10-inch? Would it be a wing? even?
Yes, I think it will be this 5-inch drone, the Open Racer with DJI 04,
Mm. That's your new
and
baby.
that's good.
Nice.
It's good for racing. It's even better for freestyle, and I really like flying it. If we're talking about drones, if we're talking about planes, also, then I would choose that Atom RC Penguin, but you kind of have to fully customize it for it in order for it to fly real well.
Right.
Like install it like a different
Yeah.
ESCs, different motors, 6S, and then this is the probably, like, I don't know, I haven't seen yet a better plane than Atom RC Penguin, the more fun plane to fly.
Yeah, I have the Dolphin.
And I
model.
have here, yeah, Dolphin is fun, but is not as fun as Penguin. Penguin is way more flexible, you know, it's way more agile in the air with differential thrust. Like, you can launch it from the table without even touching it, you know. It can fly very slow if you want, or it can fly very fast if you want. But again, only after all these customizations, you know, you put better motor, 6S.
Yeah.
Man, this it's fun to fly.
Yeah.
I also have a TBS Mojito. I don't know if you've heard about it.
Oh yeah, the new one. Yeah. That's
I
awesome.
recently I just built it. Yeah, I don't know yet if it's awesome. I kind of have mixed feelings about that. It's a very cool looking plane. It's heavy though. It's very heavy and it's very easy to stall.
I think I
You
heard somebody
literally
else.
cannot fly.
Yeah, I think I heard. I think I heard other people complaining when it was heavy. It's not the first time I've heard that.
Yeah. And because it's heavy, you cannot fly slow, right? It just stalls if you're like below 30 miles an hour, 20 miles an hour, and it's just also hard to launch. You kind of have to launch it overhead. And then I feel like this type of launch is like if you have spare face, then you can do that.
Right.
But I'm kind of scared to do that.
Yeah,
You have
that's
a
kind of
spare
the
face.
problem I'm having with
Oh, yeah, let me get my
the
spare-
Dolphin. The Dolphin's a fairly big drone as well, or wing. And then I've got the Shelby Vol style spec wing build. But that thing is like, it's a screamer. It's like, you got to be going super quick with it. Where with your advice and your small little wings and stuff, I've been building up little of the tiny little foam planes and different models in it and stuff. I started with just PWM receivers type shit, but now I've done an actual flight controller that's repurposed from a 1S board from a tiny whoop with ELRS and HD0. So hopefully that thing will be flying fairly soon.
Wow.
Yeah. Now this is another epic, crazy spot.
Yeah, this is pretty cool. Where is this? Do you know? Does it
Yeah,
say?
that's that was fun.
B-Mark FPV. Should have had the links prepared for you guys here before the stream.
You rat bastard! Good for nothing. Bloop bloop. Ooh, blue sky.
So how did you guys come up with the ship pilot team slash like logo slash all that? Was that just
Yeah, it's just a joke because I was doing video about tuning, like how to I forgot what exactly was the tuning is about, just something about tuning, and then we're always joking that tuning really doesn't matter. It's the the pilot skill, how much sick time you put in your stuff, and that's more important. And that's where the joke came from, like that. Like no matter how much good your tune is, you're still a shit pilot, right? And if you are a good pilot, although you're still a shit pilot, so
yeah,
and I kind of like this. Yeah, like I'm a shit pilot, of course, but I don't really like tuning, and I don't do tuning. That's why there's presets in Betaflight, right? It's just slap them on and go. Like if it shakes a little bit, who cares?
yeah, right. You guys check out the link down in the chat, shippilot.com. He's got some cool merch.
Yeah.
So this one's a little toasted frog at it,
Uh-oh.
doing a little dabby
He's
dabs.
getting toasted before he goes flying.
That's cool. All right.
See that he falls over.
Yeah. Yeah, everyone's trying to do these cool
Big ol-
edits to their videos with the colors. It's pretty cool. I was telling him before, his like color matches his props.
Yeah. Some blue black there.
So what inspires you to come up with your fun, hilarious content, all of the videos you make and all the silly snippets and all the
How do you do that?
captions and like how do you like come up with all of that? You said earlier it takes you like 20 hours to do a video.
Yeah, 20 hours after I done filming, basically outside. If I need to do some filming outside, then on average when I come home, 20 hours. Sometimes 2 days. Sometimes I do 20 hours, like just sit and done.
Wow.
But yeah, it's pretty rough. I don't know. I kind of just I was trying to find my format, and I think it's still changing the format a little bit, but we'll see where it goes. Yeah, and I kind of like dumb jokes. That's kind of my thing. I love dumb jokes and inappropriate jokes. Unfortunately, I cannot tell all of them on YouTube, but yeah.
Have you ever thought about
You
doing
can
stand-up
hint at them.
comedy?
Hint. Not.
Doing what? Sorry.
Stand-up comedy? Like actual like
Stand-up comedy. Yeah. Some people tell me that I need to do that, but yeah, I don't know. I don't think I'm good enough for that. But that'd be funny. Yeah, like a weird dude with a strange Russian accent saying some dumb jokes. Maybe that'd be a format.
hey, you know what? You wouldn't be the first. You wouldn't be the first. Have you watched a show called Kill Tony? They film it in Texas.
No.
Texas, yeah. It's stand-up comedy, and it's all like
No, I gotta check him out.
it's all stand-up comedy, but it's all like new people who sign up and get pulled out of the bucket. So it's a lot of first-timers, and then they have some people who are like legends that come on and stuff like that.
Cool.
And it's hilarious. It's one of the
Open
biggest.
mic.
It's all roast comedy too, so they all like make fun of each other and shit. Pretty sure it's filmed in Texas.
Yeah, that's
Hey, Curses.
It goes live Mondays at like 6 p.m. around the same time as this show on Mondays. And I always sit back and watch it on the live stream. It's like a premiere that happens every week. It's filmed in Austin, Texas. Very cool.
Austin.
Austin. This one's from 8-Bit. We all know 8-Bit. He's back out flying again.
Oh, I haven't seen an ape
Micro.
yet.
These
Sweet.
things are really cool. He
I love his little, yeah.
customizes his own frames and everything.
I want to buy one of his frames and build it up, but I'd have to buy a bunch of parts.
Yeah,
Always buying parts. What's stopping me?
exactly. Sooner or later, you're gonna have a bin behind you full of parts that you'll never use, but always have extras.
Oh, yeah. Shit. Oh, I got a box.
Yeah. I probably have more M3 screws in the world. It's
Yeah.
insane. Because everyone gives out M3 screws. And then you always have extras when you break stuff.
Yeah. Yeah. I got the little Amazon, mixed sizes kit. That's fun.
Yeah.
And M3s and M2s.
What's your hobby store of choice out there in Texas? Or do you have one in Texas? I guess not, right?
yeah. We don't have in Texas here. I usually go to 533. If they don't have whatever I need, then I go to PATERON.
Right.
Basically, yeah, that's the sequence. And yeah, we have here a local store for RC planes and RC cars, but yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah, it's the same with us. We just lost our hobby store fairly soon. I don't know if I mentioned in the beginning of the stream.
Oh, is it drone store?
SN Hobbies. Yeah, it used to be. It was basically everything: wings, planes, boats, and
Big hobby
everything.
store.
But it was such a small little shop. It was hard to carry all the new product or have stock of the good product that would come in. So you could only, have so many people that would be able to get it.
Mm.
So it was really tough ordering and getting
Didn't you
stuff.
say they were a little resistant to the FPVers? Was that you that was saying that?
Not
You
SN
went in there and they
Hobbies.
weren't very.
No, not SN Hobbies. That was a
No,
different
they like
store.
to.
SN
Yeah, they're not
Hobbies
like
is
one
a
of these
bunch
places that refuse to grow, refuse to evolve.
No, that was not.
Yeah, Captain Calgary, they're closing. What's 8-Bit riding there?
I don't know. It's a nice bike.
He got some crazy three-wheeler.
Yeah,
It's a three-wheeler or like what
Trike.
the heck?
Yeah.
Scooter? What? Is it? I can't figure that out. Is it electric or is it gas?
Oh, I'm guaranteed it's gas. He's not too far really
It's like a
away.
big
I
wheel.
think he's in New Mexico. I think he's just like another state away.
It's a
from you
big
guys.
whale. That's a.
Very cool. Yeah, these
I
are all
think
his
so, man.
little drones he's built. Very nice, very nice. Great to see you flying 8-bit.
Search. And he makes his own music, too,
He does.
which is pretty cool.
All right, back into another bando. Uh-oh, I should have lined these videos up maybe.
Ooh, a
Oh,
little gap.
This is a short one. Now, yeah, blind gap band like dives like this is super cool. This is such a good spot. Oh yeah.
I feel like the more cement there is, the shorter the video is. It's because you got to break something.
Yeah. Oh man, this would be an amazing spot.
That
to
sound
fly.
of drone clattering on cement.
Yes, yes, yes. Awesome.
Nice. Well done.
Very cool. This guy's
Woohoo.
quite the legend too. Let's share his link out. I should have did it for the other guy too. Energy FPV. I will drop the link in the chat later for the all playlist. But I have to go
He's
back
crazy
out.
going backwards through that window so many times. He just keeps going backwards through the window. I don't think he's ever gone straight through yet.
Yeah,
He's a-
this kind of
he's a
freestyle is
madman.
mind blowing. It's kind of like racing
Yeah.
in that perspective as well, because you know the lining up before you even get there. Like a lot of racers,
Yeah.
like before you go through the
It's
gap,
tight,
or the gate,
like-
you're already turned, you're already into the next one. That's
Yeah.
kind of how this guy flies.
And this is a small location for a
Yeah.
big, powerful 5-inch. You know what I mean? It's tight. You gotta have that
Oh, yeah.
crazy control.
Slipping in between those like nothing.
What? Guy's a madman. Oh, wait, does it say where he is? It's gotta be the States somewhere.
Cheers from the
Maybe
Grow
not.
Tent. I don't know.
From the what?
I was just saying hi to
No,
the
from
chat.
the grow tent.
Ends it with a windmill.
Nice.
Oh yeah.
Bunch of windmills.
I started trying to do this in a simulator once.
Oh, that's brilliant.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, the roll with the blade.
That's cool, yeah.
All the trippy spins. Dang.
Hmm.
Holy jumping.
Oh, you gotta kiss your shadow every time. You
Yep.
see your shadow like that? You gotta give it a kiss.
Is that the next long range challenge?
Yeah.
Kiss your shadow.
Yeah. It's a great shot, I think, when you're flying down the middle of a road. Like of the road outside my house, when the sun sets just right, and you're just like tearing it along an inch off the yellow line down the middle,
Mm-hmm.
just chasing your shadow with the sun like directly behind you. It lasts for about 5 minutes. Yeah, this guy's a madman.
Hey Marcel, I
Somebody needs to
just
stop
dropped
him.
you a video. Let's watch some racing. It's too much freestyle.
For sure, bro.
Ah, yeah, show some
I
racing.
dropped you on Facebook
Okay. Grab that. Cool.
because Johnny 5. I think Johnny 5 left already. He said it's too much freestyle.
That's funny. Fuck yeah.
Johnny 5. Johnny 5's on a list now.
Yeah.
Big Mo. Captain Calgary says he thought SNN is still going to be online.
Yeah, but it's gonna have like
Interesting.
barely any stock, and I don't think they're gonna be getting anything new, unfortunately. Really, that's the hard part.
Hmm.
Alright, well,
Sadness.
Sure, selected the right channel.
I should go check it out. I feel like a vulture, but I should go check out their sales.
Oh man, they had lineups out the door the other day.
So I missed all the good stuff, is what you're saying.
GoPro versus Spec 7.
Yeah, so Spec 7 is a spec drones where with RPM limit you slow them down. They're 7-inch, they have LEDs, and it's kind of very fun to race. They're not as fast as open class drones, still like 70 miles an hour.
Right.
But yeah, you kind of have to control the inertia of the drone and like pre-turn into stuff. And that's my buddy Neil flying in front of me.
Heck yeah.
And this is happening at our night spot in Houston, where we occasionally fly.
Okay, well, there's another spot that you fly in Houston.
It's a great spot.
Yeah, yeah.
I've
It's a
seen
cool
this spot before,
yeah.
so yeah.
Fuck yeah.
Nice. Yeah, I've seen this spot before with the parking lot with the gates like semi-permanently set up.
Yeah, yeah.
It's pretty cool.
I have a bunch of videos from this spot. It's very fun there to race and just freestyle too.
Very awesome.
Although we're joking, freestyle is not allowed.
Ooh, smash. Getting tight.
Well, sounds like a good turf war. The Jets, and the Sharks.
So I'm curious, are those LEDs fly high LEDs? Or are those different?
No,
ones?
these are just 12-volt COB LEDs. You can buy like a whole roll from Amazon for $20, and you solder, because they're like plus and minus, right? Ground and power.
Yeah.
And you just solder ground and power to one of the motor pads. Like
to the motor
where,
pads?
like from the ESC. Yeah, like where like basically in between the ESC and the motor to 2 of the 3 pads, right? And it gives you a nice thing where you like when you do full throttle, they shine brighter, and when you disarm, they don't shine at all, right? So the more throttle, the brighter they are.
Yeah.
It's kind of fun. Yeah.
Oh my god! You just
Yeah, I've got
blew
the
my mind.
LED
I
race
never
wires
thought
on
of
my.
that. That is super cool idea.
Yeah, I've got the LED race wires. I've got LED race wires on my 5-inch, and it does the same thing.
Yeah.
It's not as simple as his.
Yeah, it's
setup,
basically
but
like a it's
you
basically
know,
like
it's
race
just-
wires, except
Yeah.
except with these wires, you can just put them as much as you want. Like you can put them anywhere along the whole arm, on the side of the arm, it's everywhere. Yeah, and it's a requirement for any spec 7, for any 7-inch spec racing, like street league or pro spec. You have to have LEDs, and they have to be visible from all the sides. And it's pretty popular for racers to do that, to use these wires. Yeah, they're
for
bright. Sometimes they're
So
too
any
bright.
12-inch basic, 12-inch basic cob LEDs. That's pretty cool. 12 volt rather.
Yeah, 12 volt. Yeah, because you cannot plug 12 volt to your battery because they will just burn, right? But between the motor and the ESC, like they can hold there pretty well. They don't even get hot.
With the fly high FPV LED strips that are fairly similar, what I've always been doing and what I've been told to do with them is to solder them right to where your XT60 lead goes on your ESC. So just positive and negative on there. And these things are hella bright as well.
Oh, damn, yeah.
There's no like change in brightness like you do with the motor tab. I'd really like that idea. I'd have to do that on a different build.
Yeah.
Because then you could have like a second
that's cool.
color or a different color even on the other side as well. And yeah, having it change and get brighter as your throttle goes on, I think that's really neat.
Yeah.
Cool. Good tip.
It'd be cool on a wing too, you know.
Yeah, it's the spectators
Up and
can
down with
see
the voltage.
easier, but also the people chasing each other can see easier. That's what they did back in the day with DRL
Yeah.
racing. was having them all lit up and
Mhm.
stuff.
Yeah,
That's why
yeah, and
that's
you're
why
right. I have it on my wing
drone
too.
racing is a hard. Drone racing is a hard sell, right? Because to watch drone racing is difficult. It's not, you know what I mean? Like it's not easy to get good. You know, you couldn't have it on ESPN. You know, like they struggled with it. You know what I mean? People have a hard time watching it. Regular people have a hard time following it because it's so fast and so sudden and jerky. You know what I mean? It's not easy to watch. So I'm sure those LEDs are
Yeah, I agree.
a
And
huge
like,
thing.
I like drone racing, but even myself, I don't watch it. Like when there was DRL on the TV, I
Mhm.
kind of never watched it. And there's like live streams of people racing. Sometimes I just check in to say hi on the live stream to people, but then
Yeah.
I don't watch it. I don't like watching it. I like flying it. I like racing, but I don't like watching it.
Yeah.
Totally, totally.
hmm
I wonder though if there's got to be a thing where like learning off of other people by watching them do the same course that you're gonna do, watch them, you know, struggle and over and over
Yeah,
and
man.
over, and kind of learn from what
sure.
they've done as well too. And it's like,
Yeah.
but like, it's like watching the same episode of Star Trek over and over again. It's like shoot me in the head.
And remember, that's interesting to other pilots. But imagine like Joe Public, who doesn't fly.
That too.
You know what I mean? It's hard for them to watch. You know, it's not going to be super exciting. You got to jazz it up with LEDs.
Maybe HD
Rock and roll
sharing
music.
the screens on like a big screen in like a big
Mhm.
you know thing, and then also seeing them with the LED lights.
HD will go a long way. Yeah.
So, yeah.
Yeah, maybe also like with the
Yeah.
bigger tracks where you have a long straight line where it's easy to follow. And also, I think it has to be spec drone racing because open class drones are just way too fast. You cannot follow them. But the spec, like Street League guys are doing the prospect from MotoGP, where drones are purposely slowed down. You have to meet a certain weight, so they all equal speed. And it's a little easier to watch. But yeah.
100%.
It's kind of the same. I still don't watch it though.
Follow,
I
can
still
you
don't
imagine
watch
trying
it.
to imagine trying to follow the open class drones with a camera, with a TV camera? You know what I mean? Like, holy crap!
Yeah.
No doubt. No doubt. So,
You need those guys that follow the golf ball. You watch on. I don't know how they do that, man. Practice. But follow a golf ball off a tee shot with a TV camera.
Yeah.
And like zoom right into it. Well, that's some skill, brother. I'm sure AI can do it now, but like for a human to do, that's pretty wild skill. I bet you not everybody could do that the first time out.
it's Shelby Voll's Hunter video. So what's their company
Shelby
called? Same company that did the T1 Ranger and the
DC.
T2. They came out with the Hunter H1 drone. This is Shelby.
that VCI?
Voll's
No.
video. No. I can't remember the real name of the company.
The T1 Ranger is by, what's their name? Chat. Who makes the T1 Ranger?
Let me share this video.
Ask the machine.
So this is that same wicked ass
T1 Ranger.
spot
It's right on the tip of my tongue.
that Wallbanger flew at. But this is him with that plane. It's basically the same thing as the Penguin. It's got dual motors in the front.
Key-wing.
Key-wing, yes. Thank you.
Key-wing.
Thank you. That's why we pay you the big bucks.
That's right. That's how I can afford that Bentley. What? I wouldn't buy a Bentley if I had lots of money.
So yeah, flying a little
I don't think
thing
I'd buy a
like
car
this
if I had
is
lots of money.
pretty badass. What cell voltage is this though? I've seen this online. It looks like it's a smaller plane.
I think for 4 is probably. I bet you could put a 6 in it.
No, I think it's smaller than that. I think it's like a 3 or 4S Max maybe.
Do you want me to look at the
plane
kit?
Isn't out yet.
Oh, look at that kit.
I thought
Oh,
I
this isn't
found
the
it
T1
on-
Ranger.
Damn, this is very
sorry.
cool. Now this is really my vibe. And this is cool with a plane there. Oh man.
Right?
But he's
So
not
I
racing.
missed it. What size of a plane is that?
It's probably 1.5, isn't it? Meters wingspan. Most of these
It's-
are that big, aren't they?
Is
Or one,
it
not
the
1.5,
biggest
but 1
motherfucker? One.
or 900.
1.
900. 1. Oh, the T1 Ranger. The T1 Ranger has a 730 millimeter
That's a
wingspan,
different one, though.
so it's probably in that department. I know. I'm just saying it's probably in the same department. Is what I'm guessing. It's probably in the same area.
I don't think it is. I
It
think
could be
it's
bigger.
smaller.
It could be smaller, but
Where did I see it?
So it's 26
yeah, it's
inch.
got to be flying like this.
I thought for sure I was going to buy it the other day. Yes, it's under a link.
You said it wasn't out yet.
Webpage. Here's the link for it in the live stream chat that I found.
Shelby, and what's the weight on it?
26 inch.
This is 26 inch. Imperial. We avoid
it's like
any
a
imperial entanglements.
Shelby, is that link? Is that the one? Because that says it's a 2S. If it's a 2S plane,
Oh,
I want one.
that's an interesting. That's an interesting looking body they got on there. Huh.
Yeah, Shelby says it's light. Yeah, I believe that. It's very fun though. Handles pretty well, not much wobbling.
68 centimeter wingspan, so not that big at all.
Yeah, and it says it has a 10 amp ESC on it. Like, it's pretty small. If that's the same one in the link. Oh, he did say it's 2S. Oh, yeah, I did. Yeah, so it is the same one on that link. FTC RC. I don't know why they've been making or selling them. That's pretty cool. Yeah, I definitely want to get in something like that. And for us in Canada,
68
it's
centimeters.
only like $100 American, so
Well, that's 60.
it's worth it.
That's 60 centimeters there.
That's what she said.
Yeah, so it's not a big plane, but yeah.
No.
It's the new training, and Peter wasn't expecting it to do this. Oh man, yeah, I'm very interested.
That's
Very
hilarious.
interested. It might be my next wing, that's for sure. Very cool, Shelby. Keep ripping, buddy. Let's move on. We only got a few more videos left. If anybody has any questions for Ivan or Yvonne, is it Yvonne or is it Ivan?
Ivan.
Yvonne.
Yeah.
You're on.
Okay. Out for a rip by Slam Dunk FPV. Gave him his load. Let's go.
That's a cool little plane. That Hunter. That's fun. 10
Yeah.
amp 1504 XT30. So 240 grams.
Yeah, I think I might grab one next
Pretty
paycheck,
cool.
just in time for the season. And for a 2S, I mean that's playground stuff for me. That's perfect.
Yeah.
When I first started getting into flying planes and line of sight, I bought just a really cheap Cobra RC, a little yellow plane, and it came with its own remote and everything, and a built-in 1S battery. But I can fly that thing better than most people fly, like these little line of sight planes. It's so much fun. I've put so much time into line of sight. It's crazy. I can't believe how well I can do with line of sight now because of that stupid little plane. But it's so worth it.
Very cool. Dual motor, strong power.
Oh, so any winds over 10 miles per hour and it won't fly fun. It'll just fly, just rough. Yeah. That's the thing with smaller planes, though. Burn your FPV budget for the next few months on an 04 Pro. I didn't even have a craft to fit it in yet. Oh, damn, Dave. Hey, E-Doc, what's up, bro? Is there anything RC that's fun to fly in high winds? That's true.
I don't know. I kind of don't agree with that. Like the Atom RC Penguin, the customized one I have, is very fun to fly line of sight and FPV. When there's, I literally like when there's like 20 miles an hour wind, I just go there and I love it. You can hover against the wind, you know, even like fly backwards and just play with the wind. I don't know. That's kind of fun.
That's true. Yeah,
It's a little bit wobbly, but you just deal with it, right?
Yeah, hell yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, definitely with wings and
Yeah, those are cute.
especially pusher wings. You can just sit there and hover, like you were saying, kind of slow-mo.
Yeah, yeah.
I'm dying to take some wings and some planes long range in the mountains, but I'm not comfortable enough yet.
Yeah, Shelby, yeah, I agree with you. Like backwards in the winds and like, yeah, that's it's a fun stuff.
Yeah, wing surf, no doubt. Curtis says, "This is my 04 Pro that died is back from DJI support tomorrow. I'll quit. Binding after the first flight. DJI said the board had a component failure. Oh, that's good that it support took care of it. Right, 9. Good to see you, brother. FPV popular on TV. It needs to be.
Hey.
Heaps of pilots per race, tons of LEDs, heaps of flashes, and an element of combat. Full HD would require an additional camera and some editing. 100%.
Yeah.
Yeah, man, that'd be pretty cool. X class, yeah. Yeah, indoor X class racing.
UDoc just wants me to.
Yeah, good to see you, right, 9.
Fall into the ocean.
Yeah.
Or base of a mountain. Curtis Hayes says he's putting it on his.
Wait, Edoc's in the middle.
Nice.
Edoc's in the middle land, right? He's out in Calgary or something, right?
Edmonton, Alberta. Alberta.
Edmonton. Is he coming out to FPV the city? FPV the city?
I don't know.
He should.
Denzilla's coming out. Edoc, you gotta have to come out. He's like 12 hours away.
Yeah, everybody. BC, middle of the month in July. CMYK is going to come. I know that.
Not middle
He's
of the month.
cool.
It's the first weekend of the month.
Oh, is it the first? For some reason, I was thinking it was like the 24th or something.
5th and 6th. You were thinking of West Coast Throwdown.
5th and 6th. Yes, sorry. 5th and 6th of July in Vancouver, British Columbia.
If you guys haven't checked out Mr. Patrick Watkins' channel, this guy does some really dope flying and some really nice editing. Color grading, all that good stuff. Quite the ripper.
Flow hard. Oh, Edoc's got a race on the 6th.
Jeez.
Rat bastards. Cheater. Yeah, and we all know Edoc needs all the points he can get.
She just pulled a Nelson right there. That's hilarious. Yeah, these spots are always awesome. I love office parks. They've got that element to them where as long as you have something like that around you to rip around, it's perfect. It kind of feels like you're ripping and racing through the trees.
That's why it'd be nice to be.
The Beans, what's up, Beans? Welcome
That's why
in.
it'd be nice to be closer to
am I in
Toronto.
here?
you
What
know,
up?
like
What up?
Mississauga.
I just got back ripping with the homies. We did some freestyle at the park and then did some long range at
Not
the
visible.
a bigger park.
There he is.
Very cool.
Very cool.
That was nice. It's been windy over here. Is it windy for you guys too?
Yep, very windy. We were just
Yeah, the
talking
wind-
about it.
Today there was a lull in the wind, and so we were able to do some long range.
Nice. You get some proxy?
Yeah, we first started out. The first group of friends had to meet up earlier, and they wanted to do. Oh, that was a sick dive through that thing.
That was perfect.
And they wanted to do some freestyle at the park, and so we found some spots where we were doing like tree gap dives and stuff.
Nice.
And then once they left, we went. Another friend showed up. He had wings, and he wanted to do some long range in the canyon.
Fuck yeah. That canyon's totally going to be bonus points. For sure. You got to get a video in.
Oh yeah, so this was the first cinematic flight I did with the 04 on my new drone. I built an AOS UL5.
Yeah. Very cool.
Oh, yeah,
How's
I
it
remember you saying you were
going,
doing
Ivan Limon? How you doing?
What up, Beans? Doing pretty good. How are you?
I'm just like I said. Man, this guy's an awesome pilot. Who are we watching here?
Yeah, Patrick Watkins. I was just saying in the beginning of it.
Your
He's
mom.
an epic ripper. And he's really good at color grading and editing.
Yeah, it looks really good.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's fun.
Yeah, just flying with the friends. That's what I've been doing lately, and catching up on repairs. I got drones to repair for people.
Yeah.
I just sent out a drone today. Have you seen the IRC Echo yet?
Ooh. No.
Anybody see that?
No.
I thought when he gave it to me, I thought
I
it was an
haven't.
Apex. I thought it was an Apex, and it's not an Apex. It's an Echo, and I like it a lot.
Can you show it on screen? Is it something that's...
I have a picture of it.
okay.
I mailed it out today, but I have
Oh,
a picture in my photos. Dude, it flies so sick. I tuned it up with the GoPro and without.
How much
let's
does it
see
cost to
here.
ship a drone?
It costs in the States. It costs $13, and that had $700 insurance.
Ooh, wow. Damn.
I gotta insure it, man.
Yep. When I sent
Yeah.
that custom drone that I built for Stone FPV a while back, when I hit my 1,000 subscribers, I think it cost me about $30 Canadian. Yeah.
So yeah, I do a shipping broker. I just use a pirate
Yeah.
ship. Pirate ship
Yeah.
is pretty awesome.
So okay, so pirate ship is just US to Canada.
I can ship international with pirate ship. Yeah, I've done
okay.
shipping to South Africa and Japan, and Canada, and Mexico.
But
So
they're
it
just a
works just
broker,
fine.
right? So
Yeah,
they
you
go through. So go
Yeah.
through DHL or UPS or something.
Yeah, if you're shipping drones through international, you have to learn the declarations, the harmonization numbers. So I have
Yeah.
a notepad that has the important ones written down.
Very cool.
Who was that pilot
Very
again?
cool.
Patrick
That-
Watkins. Last
that
link
was-
in the chat. I think I put it.
That was really good.
I'll put it in there again. Yeah, he's been one
Last
of my
thing, yeah,
favorites for
go
a
subscribe
while.
to that kid.
Yeah, I really don't like to pick favorites, but he's definitely one of the top pilots that I subscribe to and watch a lot. I would never be
Yes,
able
you
to compete
do.
with him.
That's why you like me.
That is true. So, not to say that anybody should have favorites.
Riot
but
says
who
it's a
would be-
Blackbird frame, Impulse RC Echo. Yeah, I don't know what it is, but it's awesome.
Impulse, Larson.
I could probably put a picture of it behind me. How do I do that?
Impulse RC Echo.
Share screen. At the bottom of the window, there's a little
I don't
icon that
remember
looks
how
like a
to do
monitor.
That's okay. I think I've got it.
stuff.
It's a 5-inch.
Desktop. It's a 5-inch. It's a compact little 5-inch.
Right here. Looks like
Like a
AliExpress
toothpick?
has it for sale.
How much is it? It's a
170 bucks. Oh, that's a Betaflight.
And that's
That's not just the frame
Canadian
for 170 bucks, right?
dollars. Looks
But that's
like it
not
has
for just the
motors.
frame, is it? 170 bucks?
Looks like it has motors.
Oh, there we go. This is it right here. So I didn't want to break a nice GoPro on it, so I threw this like waterproof, 4K camera on there. But that's it. I thought it was an Impulse
That's
RC.
hilarious.
I thought it was just a new Apex, but it's not.
Very cool.
You're fired. What do you think about these new front cages that everybody's doing? Like this milled aluminum shit at the front.
So this is carbon
know.
fiber for the 04, and the way it works is you just keep it at this angle, and then the ND filter just snaps totally flush with this carbon. It works.
Yeah, because I see so many of the 04 builds just have the camera sticking out and protected by TPU, and it's like, ugh. I like my camera to be back in my standoffs. You know what I mean? I want standoffs in front of my camera.
The 04 Pro is hard
Just a little.
It's hard to protect the 04 Pro. It's so big.
It's such a big camera. Yeah.
Yeah, you can't fit it.
Like, what's wrong? Why can't they just make a little bit of a wider frame? Why can't you just make a wider frame, just a little bit wider?
That's a lot of changes.
It's what 3 millimeters wider than the old? 3 millimeters wider.
I don't know, but the ND filters are huge. Have you seen them?
The arms still connecting the same to this.
But I think one of you guys was saying the camera butter has the smaller ones now.
Yep. Yeah, they do.
Oh, do they?
Camera butter.
Braided beans, chugging back to Dr. Pepper there.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Cheers, brother.
No, it looks like a cool frame. It looks
Ping pong
pretty
ball.
basic though. I mean, it looks like a lot of the frames that you can get.
So what I like about it is the compactness,
Yeah.
but it still felt like there's plenty of room to build onto, and it's very solid, and the black box log is really, really, really good. Super
Nice.
good. Super easy to tune.
That's helpful for sure.
What's the worst modern popular frame for black box that you've seen? Like, what's the floppiest worst frame? Is it like the Mario or the Nazgul? Like, what's the worst?
The Recon
frame
5
out of the
probably.
box?
Mm.
Super
The
floppy.
Recon 5. It just has a really too low resonance points on it. It's just annoying.
So it flops around a lot, vibrates a lot.
I'd recommend that AOS UL5E5 that I just put together instead. It's a lot better.
Right.
Yeah. Does it have arm braces?
No.
I know AOS
That's right.
also likes doing the arm braces.
It's right here. Well, okay. It's different. It's got the braces in the back, but not in the front. It just has a more robust arm in the front. So
Interesting.
that's the front. That's the back.
The sandwich plate on the bottom.
But look at the silliness with this ND filter. I mean,
That's nuts.
I like the way that.
See, I
so
hate
this has
that.
an
I don't want
adjustable
that
camera.
sticking out. I want that behind metal.
I would
It needs to be
trade
behind metal.
I would trade a fixed camera angle for full protection.
Mm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Behind metal, because the first time you fly straight into something, your camera's done. Done.
Yeah, that thing would be closed, I think.
Yeah, like I don't, that's one reason I'm not super interested in going to the 04 real quick, because it doesn't seem like it fits in any frame properly to my picky standards. I love the
And that-
03
that
and
echo-
my
Man,
glide.
you gotta fly open
Because
racer.
it sits back between it sits back behind the front standoffs. The lens is in there. You know what I mean? It's not
Open
sticking
racer,
out at all.
it's a
so
pod
you can fly straight into
CPU?
a brick wall.
Yes, but it's very durable because I
that's
hit trees. And you can see the camera is pretty hidden. I hit trees, 80 miles an hour trees because I race with it, right? I do racing practice, and it's light. I don't know,
Boom. Yeah.
pretty durable. I've been loving
It's
it.
cool. I like those little stacky ideas. Is that 04 Pro or 04 Lite?
What behind me?
This
Or the
04
open
Pro.
racer?
Yeah, this 04
Yeah,
Pro.
04 Pro.
On 04 Pro. Yeah. Very cool.
Big old
But there's a
TPU pod, that
canopy
would
for
work.
03. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Not
Yeah,
there's
see,
There's
the one
canopy
canopy
for
behind
for
you,
all
all
the
tricks.
camera's
three. There's
behind
canopy
those
for
stairs.
H0s.
Why? Oh, you can't do
Yeah.
skid tricks because the battery's on the bottom. Oh yeah, you can't come skidding. No slide disarms with that, huh?
Yeah, there's no.
You can put a Kevlar. You can put a Kevlar sled on the bottom of your battery or
They
something.
say yeah, a little sled that goes under. Do
Yeah.
people still do that?
I remember I did one way back when,
Mhm.
but yeah, I don't race. I haven't done a
Mm.
bottom mount battery in a long time. There was somebody who did a video recently, actually, was saying about how more beneficial a bottom mount battery is for tuning and for what did he say, for the gyro or something, or not the gyro? What was it? Center
I
of
thought I heard
gravity
it
and
didn't really
stuff.
matter if it was top or bottom because it's.
Yeah. So what do you guys
Mm.
think?
This one does
Yvonne?
both. I got the strap. I got a strap on the bottom, and I got straps on the top, just in case.
Whoa, double battery.
Yeah.
Damn, that's a chunky frame.
Mm.
It's the Bot 5.
Yeah, what was that?
Bot 5. This
Bot 5.
it's not. It's this one's also not mine. This is a friend of mine in San Diego mailed it. Wanted it tuned.
Okay.
It's tuned. I gotta mail it back.
Crazy.
So Yvonne, what do you think about that? The bottom mount versus top mount battery? Is there really a difference? Is it easier to tune one versus the other?
I don't feel any difference, honestly. And for racing, I tried both. Like, I don't feel the difference. Some people swear by that it turns better with a top mount, but I don't know. I think just the modern motors has so much power. They can turn the drone even if you mount the battery 1 feet away from CG. Like, they don't care. They have, it's just so much power. So
Yeah.
yeah.
100%. And the
Yeah.
software is doing it all anyway. It's figuring
It's-
out, make the
that's
most
one thing.
The stick
It's
time,
one good thing about a hobby.
matters
It's easy
way
to throw
more.
more power at it.
Yeah, stick time is definitely more important.
Exactly, yeah.
Yeah.
Fly better with a bottom mount battery, but I attribute that to largely the sheer amount of whoop flying. Yeah, no doubt. Yeah. There's not too many top mount battery whoops unless you do some crazy custom stuff. You fly tiny whoops? I haven't seen you do any like tiny whoop stuff. Are you into that, or more just 5-inch racing?
No, I don't. I have one tiny whoop. I fly it probably once a year. Yeah. Well, since I go to Wesco Throwdown, maybe I need to do some stick time on tiny whoop. I don't know. We'll see. 'Cause tiny whoop racing at Wesco Throwdown, tiny whoop racing usually happens at night, and at night there is a lot of other stuff to do. So
Yeah. Yeah, that's the problem too, right? Yeah. I've been trying forever to do a tiny whoop nighttime race out here, but it's just there's not enough people, and the people that usually want to do it aren't really reliable because, like you said, there's other things to do. And yeah, it would be really fun because I've
To
always
put it
wanted
gently.
to do a garden.
Not really
There's a
allowed.
really cool garden park that we have that's multi-level here in Vancouver.
yeah.
And just do it at nighttime with a bunch of LED lights and gates and everything. It would be the fucking coolest thing ever. But there's only like
Yeah,
2
that would be
people that
cool.
want to do it, so it's pretty tough. Yeah. We're building a community out
All right,
here,
just
but it's
go out
tough.
there and set up your lights.
Yeah.
Does anybody make a thing for the tiny whoops where like you just plug in here and it has like an LED and then it has another male PH2 so that you could just plug it in line to your battery and now you have LEDs just like plug and play?
I believe there is somebody.
There is a BT3. There is a BT3
But you have to
adapter with an
install
LED
that.
built in.
But you have to
From
install
Fly
that though.
Yeah,
I'm
you have to
talking about,
solder
like-
it in.
Plug
like
it
a
in.
Ciati sent me
piggyback.
one.
That'd be cool.
I'm talking about like a piggyback.
Oh,
Because like I
Oh,
had
yeah,
LEDs
only
on
have
this
a
guy
replacement BT
and it just got me in
connector.
trouble. I was flying around the coffee shop outside in the parking lot and some douchey dudes got all butthurt and got in my face about it. And I almost got in a fight about that. Did I tell you? I think I
yeah,
told you
I think
myself.
last week you told us
Yeah,
that.
that was-
last week, yeah.
So I took the LEDs off in
Oh,
a
you're-
rage
you're
and
20 grams.
yeah. So
Well, he was mad about the LEDs.
yeah, he thought I was gonna hurt some. No, he just
was
saw
mad
it.
with the
See,
LEDs?
he just saw it and came from across the street or something.
Yeah.
So I'd rather be more incognito and then like
Drones.
plug in my LEDs, and then unless I hook it up to the Betaflight flight controller, and then I can just like
Turn them
program
on
it.
Turn the
Yeah,
light
I
off.
probably should have done
Did
that.
you all
That's
see
what-
this tiny whoop LED that like it's like a very little LED on the tiny whoop, and when you plug it in, it looks like your battery is on little fire. I forgot the name of it. It looks like
Oh, that sounds cool.
a fire from the
Oh, yeah,
lighter,
like
you
a
know.
candle.
Someone yeah, like a candle. Yeah, someone like plugged it in, and he landed his tiny whoop in front of me. I was like, "Holy fuck, it's on fire!" I tried to like, and then no, don't
The teeny
don't stomp on
foya.
it. It literally looks like
Edoc says
yeah.
teeny foya.
Oh my gosh, I've never heard of
Tiny
There's that,
foya.
BT3.
What? Flickering
There's that
fire
BT3 with the
LED?
LED built in. It's
Dude, it
got
has
the
a little chip on it. That's
90
so cool.
degrees.
this. All right, put that on the shopping list.
And it's like
everybody.
it's like moving a little bit like it's an actual fire, you know. It's nuts.
Hey, Ginger.
There's even lightsaber ones. That's funny.
Oh, wow. And the rainbow one. Okay, yeah, I see
Lightsaber.
that.
Share your screen.
Nope,
How do I do that?
It's called, what is it? Is it from Fly
Display
High?
capture?
nope. It's from
Sorry.
Tiny Whoop.
Who's it from? Tiny's?
Tiny Whoop. There we go. This is what we're talking about, friends. If you haven't found it on Google,
Oh.
this is it. So
Change
That's
background
hilarious.
color. Yeah, I haven't figured out how to use my OBS good enough to do that kind of stuff. I gotta practice.
Hey guys, Jesse Perkins at Tiny Whip headquarters. Welcome back to the shipping deck.
That's Jesse Perkins.
Whoa, that was weird. That's pretty crazy.
So yeah, even the lightsaber is kind of like glow
LED
from
madness.
one to the other, like Larson scanner, I think that's called or something. I didn't see the rainbow one till now. That's
Mhm.
really neat. That's CMYK's LED
Yeah.
right there for
Uh-huh.
sure.
That's cool.
And the star.
What? There's a star? Oh, the
Oh,
star.
yeah.
Yeah, I didn't see the star until now either. Wow. Very fun. Yeah, you can also get the.
Fun,
they also
fun.
do sunglasses as well from Tiny Whoop. You can get little tiny sunglasses for your whoops.
Mm.
Very, very cool.
Tiny Foya Panic. What's a panic? Oh, the fire?
Panic, yeah, probably. All right, only a couple videos left, and we're going to call it quits. I really wanted to check out this one from Ender. So this one's neat. This is Nash Kart Racing. Have you ever done any type of events, or is that kind of on something you want to do, Ivan, in your area? Any type of events you want to film?
Like events. Well, my buddy Neil films like a local powerboat racing, where like people in like a small carbon boats racing like 100 miles an hour on the lake, and that's pretty fun. I've been there once to also like assist him with the filming and like swapping batteries for live stream. Yeah, that was fun.
That would be.
I'd
really cool.
love to do more of that, of course.
Yeah, speedboat racing. I don't think I've ever seen
Yeah,
anybody
because
doing
it'll
speed racing.
turn around.
That'd be cool to see.
It's also very dangerous. Like
Yeah.
the speedboat racing is dangerous for the racers, because the boats
Yeah.
are, you can imagine there are like 10 of them at the same time. Everyone goes 100 miles an hour, and they're literally made of thin carbon. And you can see like crashes when one
Yeah.
boat stops and the other boat just runs over it. It just takes the whole top off, and there's like a crew, a diver who like jumps down and rescue the driver, you know,
Yeah.
the pilot. I think they call themselves the pilot. Like it's nuts.
That's
Yeah,
crazy. Are those
definitely
the
more
ones that
dangerous than
flip
drone
up?
racing.
Jeez.
Are those the ones that go so fast that they like the nose of them lifts up and they kind of flip over sometimes?
Yeah.
Those ones are nuts.
I've never
yeah,
seen that
get the
happening.
wind under them.
Yeah. But I'm pretty sure if this boat
It's like the bigger
was like a
drag
little bit
boats.
wrong,
Mm.
yeah, if this boat was a little bit wrong shape, it would totally fly. Like that's for sure.
That'd be crazy.
Yeah. These like little kids on a dirt oval track. This is hilarious.
Yeah. This would be fun. Oh,
Like those little what are those? The Outlaws with the big wings on the top.
oh, so there's a small track and then there's a big track. Oh no, maybe I'm just confused. I thought I saw another track beside that one. Very cool. Too bad there's not a lot of FPV footage in here, but really
These
cool.
little parts look like a whole lot of fun.
Yeah, they're definitely a lot of fun.
Yeah,
We've tried it
exactly.
before.
Where's the
You didn't get
FPV
close
drone?
enough, but
This one will make up for it.
uh-oh,
You guys
them
know
Duke boys
who
are at it
Gritty
again.
is. He's a guy who does a lot of the background stuff with the crew, Shelby Bull and the Wallbanger. This is a fucking really cool edit. Got some
All
wicked
right.
music.
Get in there. I like it.
It's got the audio from his motors. Pretty good video.
Probably don't need it.
Yeah. I don't want to hear that with the audio of the motors. It's just my thing. Fuck yeah.
Captain Calgary, what link got you for champion the long range challenge?
A link for two?
For June? Not up yet. We still gotta do April. Or May rather. May, yeah.
A link for June? What do you mean a link for June? West Coast Road. There's a book race in Calgary in June. There you go.
It's a link. We use the internet? We don't use the internet down here. A series of foods.
Oh yeah, we're looking for it. Let's go.
This stuff looks pretty fun. I've always wanted to do monster trucks.
Yeah, me too.
I don't even know how you get your foot in the door.
I think Shelby Bull gave him.
You gotta know somebody who knows somebody.
Somehow somebody knew somebody.
Shelby Bull.
They see them at the fairground by here in town, and I always get the urge to just go like crash the party with my drone and chase them around anyway, like
Yeah.
you know.
Go stand in the parking lot and chase them.
Exactly. Just stand across the street and just jump in the action.
No doubt.
Chase a couple of laps and then bail. Yeah.
Yeah.
You just sit in your car and nobody'd ever find you.
I did that. I did that real quick for a sprint race, but it was a quick rip and dip situation. I didn't want them to do anything.
Yeah. Ripping and dipping.
No doubt. Well, that's all
Very
we've
cool.
got for you tonight, everybody. I think it's been a fairly good stream.
Woohoo.
I think very awesome to have you on here, Ivan. And Brandon, thank you for joining us.
Yeah.
Yeah, very good to meet
Thank
you.
you.
man.
Yeah, thank you guys. I had fun.
Thanks for all the work you do.
Yeah, keep it up. I believe
Yeah,
there is
thanks.
a link, if maybe somebody can throw it out there, of the, I know there's like isn't there a Betaflight developer Patreon or something like that, or is there like kind of like a way to support you guys that are doing all that? I think there
Yes,
is, right?
from the configurator, from the landing page
Yeah.
of configurator, there is a link to Patreon. There is a link to PayPal.
Mhm.
Yeah, so and you can just Google it also,
Right.
like Betaflight Patreon or Betaflight donations. Yeah, we would.
Yeah, it's
The
just the
crew
front
would
page
really
of
appreciate
Betaflight.
any amount of money.
Oh, okay, cool.
Yeah, or
Next
just go to
time you open
betaflight.com also
Click
from
that
there.
link.
Sure.
Here,
Yeah, exactly.
let's see here.
And also,
I bet you guys
your
haven't
Patreon
closed
as well.
Betaflight app in months.
Ay.
Beans probably has a computer just with Betaflight on it.
I mean, it's on every
The dedicated
computer. It's just
Betaflight
built
community.
in.
It's not that big of a program.
It
Will this work?
comes built into
works.
Windows.
It's right here. There's a button. It's right there. Donate.
Yeah, there it is.
You donate,
Yeah,
It's right
Hey,
here.
there you go. Do it.
and right there in your configurator.
Do it.
right there.
Woohoo.
And yeah, and Betaflight 4.6 will have this, will support this online configurator, so you don't
This-
even have to download to click this button.
is configurator 11 here, and this is the online. If I showed the whole screen,
Yeah,
you could see it.
yeah.
This is a web page right here. app.betaflight.com.
Yeah.
Cool. To be fair, every app is just a web page nowadays.
Almost, not all of them. Anyway, thank you very much, everybody, for
Pretty
joining
much.
us. Just grabbing the Patreon link for Limon, so we can get him a little bit more income for all his hard work. Thanks everybody in the chat for coming.
Well,
in and
thank
hanging out.
you.
Indeed.
We'll see you guys next time. Next
and go subscribe.
Tuesday we have 3D printing. The week after that is our community hangout. So see you guys next time. Peace out.
Later, guys.
Indeed. Ciao,
Later.
friends. Push it.